All right. Welcome to your support group podcast, home for the number one podcast that supports you at what you like to do. Welcome to Swamp Booty USA, I guess. It's hot everywhere. Nice and sweaty. I hope everybody got on their deodorant, brushed their teeth, washed their behinds. Don't mind the sound in the back. That is actually my box fan currently blowing to make sure I don't have swamp booty too. Yeah. How you doing, Q?
It's hot. Yeah, I have to agree. Florida is not the best place to be when it's super hot. Like, you want to come here when it's kind of like,
November.
yeah, November, December, early February, March. That's usually when all the snowbirds come down. They start invading Florida to their second homes
Yeah.
to avoid the winter. But yeah, it's so hot. Like, I like to ride with the windows down, but I haven't been able to do that these past few weeks. Because I'm like, damn, the air is not even good. It's just like dragon's breath.
Look, you roll your window down and sound like Busta Rhymes outside. Rah, rah, like I done the dragon.
I was like, ugh.
You like, let me roll this window back up some.
Ain't fun.
Yeah, it's definitely, the summer is definitely not summering.
Nah. I ain't gonna lie. Summer's not my favorite holiday. I mean, season. Even though I'm a summer baby. My favorite season is fall. Always has been. I don't like winter. Winter kid rocks. And summer is just, I feel like summer and winter are just obnoxious. Like, they don't know how to behave.
Yeah, yeah,
That's just my take.
yeah. In my thoughts, it is you can always put more clothes on, you can't take enough off. That's why I prefer winter. I'm a winter baby. You know, I was born in the winter of New Jersey. So I am a winter baby. I went to school in snowsuits and was happy. I am a winter baby. I know how to dress for the winter. It's the summertime. I have no idea. I go outside in the tank top, come back in, my skin feel like it's about to fall off. Like, and then I put on long sleeves or something with a longer sleeve, like short sleeve. Of course, I'm not stupid, but something with some sleeves on it, and I go outside, and then the sun still hit me. But now I'm like sweating, like to the point where the sleeves on my arms can't move because they sticking right here, so it's irritating me now underneath here. Great,
Yeah.
you know, you got people walking around here. I'm pretty sure people ain't got on no drawers. So just, I don't know, tuna fish and casseroles out there right now. I prefer to stay inside because it's safer. The way the sun is doing, it's not playing. And I'm pretty sure that the current government that we in, if we was having solar flares or something that could kill us, they probably wouldn't tell us anyway. So I prefer to stay inside.
They probably done fired the whole department that looks at that kind of stuff. So, you know,
What department?
right. Like, who cares about that? That's not a thing.
What department? You know that department never existed. What department?
Well, you know, there's always, like, in every movie, that one scientist who discovers something, and everybody thinks that he's crazy. And then they just kind of shun him to the side and tell the world is on fire. Now they need that guy who talked about that crazy thing that they said would never happen. And look, it's happening. Now we need you to help us figure it out and save the day.
Yeah, and you know what? If I was that guy, I'd be like, kick rocks. You know why? Because you want me to come save the world after I told y'all this could have been prevented or fixed before that, and you wait to the 25th hour to tell me to come save the world now, and I have little time to do it. Man,
Yeah.
all y'all deserve to die. I'm hopping in my boat, my submarine, or my underground palace. No, let your little asses die. You need to go somewhere because your brain cells ain't working right. Let them burning up. And then, speaking of that, the brain cells, I just read an article that said brain eating amoeba is coming through tap water. What the? I don't know if that was true. I probably need to go see Snoops and look that up. But this morning, like, I was just scrolling through and I was like, brain eating amoeba in tap water. What?
Maybe,
What? What is this? What is this? What is this? Are we to die? Are we to die today?
And get your water filter.
Well, no, I
So,
mean, and this goes back to the heat. You know, when it's hot like that outside, and you got
mhm.
water, like the ocean or anything like that. I'm just one. I wouldn't go in the ocean water when it's
Mm,
boiling hot outside. Why? Because you got stuff in that ocean that has not been discovered, and that heat, that amount of heat that's beaming down outside right now can cause that stuff to come up to the top. There's no conspiracy. Just look at the what with the algae and all that other stuff that's just popping up right now. That's because of the heat. It's too hot. Let's go swim in the lake. Yeah, you do it by yourself. See you when you get back. Let me know how that was. No, that's like standing water, a lake. No, I'm sorry. So was it true? I see you looking at it.
I was looking at it. I mean, it doesn't say that it was in tap water. Just I was just looking at what the hell it was and how do you know if you got it. That way, if I start to see somebody, I'll be like, okay, yeah. Do I need to go get my crossbow and my sword to start? Is this the beginning of the zombie apocalypse? Because I'm on the squad.
I'm the one with the chainsaws duct taped to my arms and stuff. Like, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Years ago, I formed, if you are interested in being a part of the zombie apocalypse rescue team, hit me up. I started the task force about 7 years ago. Yeah. So just tell me what your specialized skills are so I know where to put you on the team.
Retrieval, retrieval and killing,
Retrieval.
retrieval and killing. Yeah, if it's an apocalypse, then hey, don't cross that line. I'm like your boy with the baseball bat. What's his name? Can't think of his name right now. Might leave it down in the comments. Um, yeah, I'm like him with the baseball bat. I have no regard during the zombie apocalypse on killing. Bad enough is limited food, and you out here doing something stupid, or you crossing that line. I'm gonna pop you. But also too, I'm good at retrieval. So if we need to save some people, I can get them.
Okay.
I could find them.
Gotcha.
I don't get lost like most people. They always need a map. I'm one of them people that be like, yeah, you make a left right here. Don't look. It's a man on the corner. He always standing on the corner. Don't worry about him. Then you make another right. When you see after you see him, you make another right, and then you go about 2 blocks. Right. Matter of fact, I just take you. I don't know none of the street names, no, but I'll take you. None of the street names, but I get there. Yep. What does the word secure mean to you?
Depends on what context we're talking. So one definition could be secure means safe from outside forces, or even it could also mean um it's you're talking about yourself, like if you are confident in yourself, like you trust yourself, you're just not really worried about a lot of hoopla. Like you are what you are and you're cool with that and you're good. And you are able to accept what people tell you. Like if it's a truth that's about you, even if it's negative, you'll be like, you'll take it, you'll sit with it, and then you'll say, okay, let me see if I need to make some corrections. That's what it means to me.
Yeah. 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 All that in the bag of chips. I think that a lot of people have a lot of definitions for the word secure. And sometimes those definitions aren't a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
Being secure in yourself doesn't mean to go and treat everybody like an a-hole. Doesn't mean to act like you're above everybody else. I mean, have some level of highness to you. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with that. I like that highness. It's like, oh, okay, let me get like you. Let me up my game. But don't act like you're better than everybody else, or you didn't have to work to get there, or you would just, maybe you were born with the silver spoon in your mouth, but still have enough understanding and compassion to come down and understand somebody else's love. But secure means, when you look in that mirror, you like what you see. Like Mary J said, well, Pastor Mary, don't know all the words, but you know what I mean. Know all the words, but you know what I mean. You know the song. Fine, fine, fine. Being secure is looking in the mirror and being happy with what you see, because, you know, sometimes people see something that's not there. I know a few people that see that they don't look good, that they're not fit enough, that they're ugly. I give you a prime example. Little Kim, all the things that she did to herself when she was perfectly fine to begin with, you know, but it was because of the things that happened in her life that made her feel ugly or feel like she was missing something or wanting to add to it. That's what I mean by that. Don't go adding to what's already working. If you know when you go out to the club and you get 4-5 phone numbers thrown at you, don't say I need to go get my lips done, because your lips are perfectly fine. They working. I need some Botox. No, you need to sit back. You need to fall back.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can say, you know, most of my life I've been pretty secure about, you know, the way I look when I looked in the mirror. I've always been skinny. You know, I can add a little muscle to it. Right now, you know, because I'm getting older, it got a little fat to it. And I like it. You know, my wife like it. I was like, hey, I've never been to the point where I put on some of my old clothes and I can't fit them no more. Now I put on a pair of shorts the other day and she started saying, you got them apple bottom jeans boots with the fur. She said, my baby, I'm back. I said, I don't like this. I don't like this. And I pulled the shorts off. Now I got to give them to my nephew, because that's the only hope of somebody being able to use the shorts, because I can't use them no more. And they perfectly, like, they like ye old shorts. Yeah. But I've been, you know, secure about it. The only thing that I ever felt anything about was when I started losing my hair, you know. And I lost that, like, so, well, I started to go in my late 20s, you know. So yeah, that bothered me. Like, if I went completely bald in my late 30s, that'd been fine. But I went bald in my late 20s, early 30s. So I was like, well, here we are.
Yeah.
But
That can be rough, especially when you're a young man and you're thinking, because we put a lot of emphasis on, like, oh, our hair, because I had traction alopecia, and I had started losing hair, like, right up in here, and then I had a spot in the back, and I was like, oh my God, what is happening? But it was probably just because some chemicals I was using in my hair, which was a number one reason why I started doing the natural, because
right.
of all those chemicals and stuff. But yeah, it's rough when you lose your hair. But then you, like you said, you eventually you say, "This is me. It's what it
Yeah.
is."
It is what it is, you know. And then my little facial hair started growing in and stuff like that. I was like, okay. I'm looking like a grown man now. I don't like a little baby no more. Because, I mean, when I had hair, you know, all I had was a mustache and about 3 strands on my chin, you know. So I guess God said, well, what is not up top is now below. Here you go. Yep.
And
So
to
that,
me, I like it when guys go bald, and I'm not saying just go bald, but just take it all off. Don't hold on to one little string of hair and pull it all the way over here, or try to spray paint. Just rock the ball. Be bald. That shit's sexy. You know what I'm saying? Just do it.
I
Go
try to
with it.
explain that to people, like, just go ahead with it. Oh nah, man, nah, I'm gonna get them fibers and I'm gonna say this, and no, just cut it all off. It'll look better in the end. Right now, it just look like who did it to what. I mean, when I don't shave, I got the grandpa, you know, cul-de-sac up there. So I make sure I keep it shaved, or I rock me some hats. I love my hats. But this is one of them. Go Mets. This is one of my favorite hats. Go Mets. But when you sit up there and you try to save it and do all this, you know, Temu now sells like the man lace fronts. I wonder how many men have bought Temu lace fronts and just walking. Yeah, I'm gonna kill him with this. I got the waves in it and everything. You can't go swimming. Can't do
It's too
any of the
much.
fun stuff. And it's too hot out there. So I know that glue melting.
Well, the other thing too is, have you seen the lace front beards? It's like being secure is just taking the things that you have and being like, okay, well, what how can I make this look work for me? One of my things I was insecure about was being dark skinned. And I was like, ain't I could go try to bleach my skin, but that's gonna take a lot of bleaching. I'm not about to
You
do
wrong for
that.
that.
I'm just gonna go ahead and find some love in this chocolate. So that's what I had to do, because who got time for that? Who got time to be trying to? I can even imagine myself light with lighter skin anyway. Now that I'm in love with the chocolate.
No. And you know, that's like when people it's like when people lose a mass amount of weight real quick. Like they get those
Hmm.
they had a big head, like the head don't fit the body. Also your complexion fits your features. So
Hmm.
a lot of things that are featured on your skin or the way your face is shaped and everything like that wouldn't work if you was light skinned. Red Q couldn't work with chocolate Q nose. You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? So it's features on your body that are made in a specific manner. All I'm saying is just don't go changing them, because there is somebody for everybody. Somebody somewhere likes that. Somebody somewhere likes that. You know, my wife, she like bald heads. Like, it was things like before my wife. Oh, yeah. Can I touch it? Is it a it or is it me? But yeah, it's just, you gotta be fully invested on what you have. I'm not saying I'm not saying don't put on makeup, don't do your hair. I'm not saying none of that. What I'm saying is be fully invested in what you have. And that means, you can accentuate, you can shine it if you bald, or I prefer the dull look, but in the summertime I put the shine on it to keep the refraction. I'm here. Also, too, that's part of sunblock.
Yeah, definitely don't want your scalp to burn.
Nope. I had sunburn on my scalp once before, and it is not a fun thing.
Hmm.
It is not. You will hate life. You can't even put your head on a pillow.
Ooh, does not sound like fun.
Okay, so now we got being secure with yourself. So, what about secure in a relationship, Q? How do you feel secure in a relationship?
For me, being secure in a relationship just means I trust my person. That person trusts me. Like, I can hand my husband my phone and be like, my kids even have my passcode. Everybody be in my phone, because I ain't doing shit, and I know he ain't doing shit. When you're insecure and you're always thinking that your person is doing something, it's like, what are you hiding? What's going on with you? Is that something that you are doing, that you're always looking at your person, wondering if they're doing something? Because I'm the kind of person, if I'm in a relationship with somebody and I got to be doing all of that, I'm just going to go ahead and let you go free.
Right.
Because I don't want to be always thinking you doing something. And if I got to be with somebody like that, go on, do you. If you're making me feel that way, or if I'm feeling because you're doing certain things that's making me feel like I got to keep checking on you, go do it. Peace.
Right.
But yeah,
Right. Like my wife knows it's only but a short list that will make her bop me upside my head. It's Janet Jackson, But, chances of meeting those people on that list in person is 0 to none. You know what I'm
right.
saying? Like, I mean, I'm not saying never. I'm just saying it's very slim. But
Really?
like I've been in relationships where it's like, let me check your phone, you know, and then it makes me be like, for what? Why you need to look at my phone? Do I need to look at your phone? Let's exchange phones. No, no, no. I need to look at your phone. Well, there's no need there's no need for you to look at my phone. What you hiding? What you hiding? I answer questions with a question. So
But you,
yeah. What you hiding? What you hiding? So it's fully like Q said, this is just being open, being honest, conversate. I find communication and sometimes over communication of things can stop a whole bunch of arguing down the line or a whole bunch of fussing about stuff that's pointless down the line. And know your person, like you said, know your person. Don't just be in a relationship and just don't know nothing about the person. Because some people got some shit in their background. Some people got some shit in their background. That's questionable. But if you know your person, you don't worry about their questionable background. Because if you are worried about their questionable background, like Q said, here go your notice, and here go your bag. Here you go. Because if I got to worry about you doing X, Y, Z, then I don't need you in my life. There's too much already going on in the world for me to be stressed out about
exactly.
you. About a person.
Because I'm going to sleep good at night.
Yeah.
If I can't sleep good at night, you got to go.
I got to pay these bills and I got to pay attention to you? No. I don't have the time, the bandwidth. So, yeah. Definitely find your person that you can communicate with, you can trust, and learn them. Last but not least, in the security conversation, do you need security? Because, you're making all these cakes and cupcakes. People going to start chasing you down.
Right.
Dude, we need some of these cakes. Nah. Never know. Patty pies. That's all I'm saying. Never know how, the world may work. Might get somebody at Walmart, might get a sample and be like, ooh, can you make this all the time? So you never know. But last but not least, a very important topic now that a lot of people is overlooking it in the world is job security.
What's that?
Are you really truly secure with that job that you have? I'll let Q answer this one. She's a government employee, by the way.
I don't think nobody's securing nothing, to be honest with you, at all. So, yeah. It's like I always say, especially with these current times, be on your stuff. And I try to tell people that work for me, don't give them a reason. Because if you give them a reason, you're gonna be out the door. So make sure all your T's are crossed and your I's are dotted. So if they do come at you, you can be, why? You're going to make it hard for a person to let you go. Because if you start giving them a reason, then they're going to start nitpicking. And they're going to build a file and tell you out the door. So don't do it.
Yeah. Definitely don't want that. Yeah.
And you got people that just don't listen. I'm like, What are you doing? What you doing? I mean, you want to just take them and just... Like, why? Because I don't want to say it out directly, but I just want to say, I just try to, like, can you read between the lines what I'm trying to tell you? Can you read between the lines what I'm trying to tell you?
And no, some of them can't. I think that is a generational thing. That's been passed down in a sense because a lot of our parents didn't communicate a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that trickle down knowledge of, no, I can't read in between those lines. So tell it to me straight.
Yeah.
It's scary to think that, so many companies are either consolidating, becoming one, or are basically just after such and such month, we won't exist no more. Come March of next year, this company will be no more. So let me go ahead and steal everything in here. While I can. But no, don't do that. But yeah, it's scary, when you factor in the fact that, a lot of these places were underpaying people, mistreating their employees to begin with. Then we had all this new stuff with the DEI. You need to bring everybody back to work. So now all these people gotta not work at home no more. Now they gotta go. They gotta find daycares, which FYI, all of them was mostly full. Even when me and my wife put Carson into daycare, they was completely full. Like we was like battling, going from place to place. It was like, oh yeah, when the spot opened up, we'll let you know. It was a whole year. Nobody let us know nothing, you know. So I can only imagine the parents that's being forced to come back to work, trying to find daycare, and then their child getting used to not being at home with the parent. It's just a lot of hard work for that. And then, like I said, you know, you underpaid, you stress, rent is getting higher, food is getting higher, gas prices ain't getting no cheaper. So now you added that all in to having to go back and forth to work now. Your car probably been sitting for about a year, unless you went to XYZ, and it ain't really been rolling like that. It's been rolling, but it ain't been rolling like that. Sitting in stop and go traffic because now it needs some work. Now the brakes are squeaking because it don't sat. It ain't been really getting used like that. That car, you riding funny. What's wrong with my tires? Yeah, they got flat spots because they've been sitting. You know, so I mean, it's just a lot of things. And then, you know, you get to the office and everybody's being chatty patty, or they're talking about your work, or they finally see you in person and they really don't like the person that they see. You get what I'm saying? They having buyer's remorse, even though you've been with the company for 3 years, but you've been working from home. Now they having buyer's remorse. I'm seeing you in person and they want to terminate you. Or maybe because you've been forced to come back, you've been calling out a lot. So now they terminate you.
Mm-hmm.
You go look for another job and that job don't work out, you know, or, you know, it's used to be that the employee was the one holding the cards. Now it's like the employer is holding the cards because he can go out and go find 3-4 people with the same skill set, underpay them, and tell you to kick rocks. He ain't got to pay you that $150 no more. He could pay 3 people $25 and get away with it.
Mm-hmm.
New laws, you know. So ain't no job security. I hate to tell anybody that. Ain't no, don't get too comfortable. Don't put your feet up on the coffee table. Don't kick up, because guess what?
You're right.
They watching you. They like, this motherfucker too comfortable. Get those feet off my table.
Yeah, put your coins to the side. If you got a side hustle, make that side hustle work for you. Multiple streams of income. Because why y'all think I'm doing 50-11 things? Because I don't plan on, when my time comes, I know some people hang on. I don't plan on hanging on. Cut me my check. I'm ready to go sit down and do something else. When it's my time, I'm going to sat down.
Look, I don't know how it's going to unfold,
Mm-hmm.
but I do know this. When it's time for me to get my Social Security,
Mm-hmm.
I want all my money. Not half, not some, not a little bit. Listen to me. I've been working since I was 16 years old. Even worked for your little government. I want my coins. That's all I'm saying. Run me my ducats so I won't put your organs in the bucket. Because I will find you, cut out your organs and sell them on the black market. I get a lot of money. I want all my money. Just joking. Had a crazy moment. Sorry. But yeah, definitely. That's what I was going to say. Find you some streams of income. Create little things. They ain't gotta be, and that's what people. Oh, I want to replace my income. Nah, you about to stretch yourself out. You might as well be working for somebody, because that's what you about to be doing. You about to be 24/7, 365. What you do? Find your little side hustle. Make you a little bit of bread here. Make you a little bit of bread there. Build up. Take that money, put it back into whatever you're doing. I mean, make sure you pay yourself, but put back into it. build it up, build it up, build it up, build it up. Before long, you look around, you be like, we don't need you. Good, because I don't need you either. You know, that's why I always tell everybody, you know, I always invested or figure out some way to make a little bit of money and come in, because I don't trust people holding all the cards to my life. You might come in on some old and want to just get rid of the whole entire staff or something like that. Like, no, I'm not taking that chances. I'm not taking those chances. Those chances. Because I got a family. I got kids to feed. I got a wife. I got things that are very important to me that I want to keep in my life. I don't want to go out here and start robbing banks. Show up at your doorstep at 3 a.m. and just knock real kindly and just say, it's just me and the gun. That's all. You know, those kind of things. So I want to make sure that I have some type of security in my life. And the security is making your own way, making your own income, find you a little hustle. That's that. Yeah.
That's
so
it.
Unless Q has anything else to say.
That's it.
All right.
Everything.
So hope you find you some security in your life. Hope you take these nuggets that we talked about today and sprinkle them over your salad or your steak or whatever you feel like eating today. Hopefully you're not doing the cookout outside because it's too damn hot. And if ain't nobody told you today that they love you, we do. You're not going to give them a heart today, Q? All right. And if you haven't had an opportunity to check us out, you can check us out by going to www.ysgpodcast.com, where there's links to everything from my book that's still on sale to Q's books that are still on sale. We don't have a link to Q's cakes and cupcakes and stuff like that. But one day, we will figure this shit out. We will figure this shit out. I'm telling you.
If we ever come to Florida, just holler at me.
We will figure it out. And yeah, with that, peace. Yes, support.